Welcome to my Friday ramblings. This week, like many weeks, has included a funeral, and sadly, this week there were three. And after celebrating three funerals, I feel a little bit tired. And that while it's not yet midday on Friday, that's exactly where I am. I'm also speaking to a family about the possibility of a funeral next week. Um, and as it happens, quite a number of people with whom I've had some contact over the years have died in the last few days. And so their funerals will be next week. So if I felt up to it, I could probably spend all week attending funerals, but I don't think that will happen. But as I was thinking about funerals and about the difficulty of trying to follow up and do all the things that needs to be done, and I remember back to the time when my father and my mother died some many years back, I know that there is a lot of tidying up that needs to happen. The Church of the Nativity in Baltimore have just started a new message series called Simplify, and it began the first week by challenging people to think about how to unclutter their lives. And that gave me a fright because I was thinking what would happen if somebody needed to unclutter my life if I were to pass suddenly. I don't know how they would do it. I started to think of all of the passwords and all of the things that they would need to get into to stop, just so that they could make a kind of end to what was going on and be able to just prevent things from escalating so that bills weren't paid or whatever. And you just think, who knows all of the things about you? Who knows all of the things that you need to do? I wonder whether there's a list somewhere of all the people that need to be contacted and what needs to be done. It probably is, and I'll probably spend a few minutes searching for it immediately after I complete posting this ramblings. But it just made me wonder how many people are really prepared to be able to face what comes into the future, not out of a sense of fear or panic, but rather out of a sense of what can I do to make life easier for someone else. So that translates into different things in our own journey. What does it translate for you, and how would it look if you knew what you had to do in order to make things easier for someone? Perhaps you might think about that this weekend as we continue for us in the Southern Hemisphere with our summer season. It doesn't mean to say it's a stop and do nothing season. Sometimes we can actually make lots of choices that make life better for us in the future. Have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you next time on my Friday ramblings.